I remember back in 1942 when the Nazis hated us. They plucked us Jews from our homes like cherries. They told us that the government had plans to resettle us. What a lie. I was sitting in my home, all relaxed, eating dinner, when out of nowhere there were jeeps outside, and they were filled with other Jews. One of the men driving the jeep told me that the government had plans of resettlement for the Jews. I was a very law-abiding citizen, so I did what they told me to do. It was hard to say no with all the weapons that they brought with them. We were all loaded into a jeep. When I say all of us, I meant all of us, the whole family and families that we didn't even know. We were packed in there like animals. They drove pretty far, but I didn't care. I was patient. Once we got to where we needed to go, everyone was forced to lie down and put their valuables in a bag with their name and address on them for safekeeping. After we did what they told us to do, we were loaded into a boxcar. I'm surprised we all fit in there. There was no room left. When we began moving again, I started to feel sick. I could barely breathe. It was hot, everyone was sweaty, and the smells were putrid. It smelled of garlic, human perspiration, urine, and feces. We had no bathroom, so when we had to go, we went. My mouth was dry from having no water. It was a horrible experience. After about 4 days, which felt like weeks, we got a break. They passed a bucket of water mixed with hay around for us. It was gross, but I still drank some. There were several people who didn't get a drink. Those were the dead people. The conditions were so poor that people had died in there. Once it was time to move, they squished us all in that boxcar again. Kids were screaming and crying. Adults were praying and lightly sobbing. Some were pounding on the walls of the boxcar. Others tried to lighten the mood by singing. The smells didn't get any better. If anything, they got worse. The smell of BO was suffocating. I was fortunate enough to be by a hole in the wall. All we could do now was wait for this all to be over.